All right. Looks like we've got some people trickling in here. And I saw that the Discord robot did work. I was just about ready to post up in the Discord thinking that it wasn't functioning correctly. So good to see that the MEE6 bot is doing its job. Welcome into the chat, Gargonzola. Happy you could make it today. Now that we've got that working, hopefully it should be easier for everyone to know when things are going on. And Young Surge, here at the start as always. And the first donation of the channel, Young Surge. So, for anyone who hasn't caught in this past week, the new background. Oh yeah. It's a cool start for getting everything going. And you mean the background of the room? I was like, hey, if I'm gonna be showing my room to the internet, I should probably go ahead and clean it up a little bit. So I've got some new posters up, and last week that gift that I had got from my friend Kayshawn, the mirror that I'd put up, not mirror, clock, put it up there. So we got a functioning clock in the room now. Yeah, the room's different. So on that regard, with the conscious, like with the thought of essentially, I'm inviting the internet into my room here by streaming this stuff. I'm thinking about stuff related to how to increase quality of stream. So in this past week, and kind of looking back at some of the VODs up on Twitch, yeah, thanks Gargonzola, trying to put some effort into it here. So some things that I've got on my radar that I'm going to be working towards for improving the stream. I see that at times maybe there's a couple frames dropped here and there, and that's got to do with the fact that I'm running this on definitely a welcome to the chat, Little Zaros. Definitely a non-devoted computer. This is just a laptop that I use for casual work, school, pretty much all my needs. For streaming, it really doesn't have the capabilities that it needs to. So I will be looking at building a PC within the near future that's going to be a lot more apt to running all the processes involved here with streaming, playing games, running music in the background, running the stream manager, and that should help really improve quality of the streams. Also, I've got some initial logo work and branding that I threw up. Yeah, Kayshawn Music. Um, some branding, just the HTR Harley the Red that I threw up on the channel so that, we'd have some identifiable stuff for people to pop in and see. But one of the things that I did was during this past week, I reached out to a friend um, and inquired about taking a commission with her to get some artwork done for the channel. And there I'm talking about something like an avatar to have on so that when people come to the page, they can realize, like, hey, this isn't some shoddily thrown together thing of some guy in his room that just wants to stream. A mind towards some branding and, essentially when people land on the page that it's going to capture them, putting some thoughts into that. So really trying to improve quality of the stream. But Young Surge jumping in here, Mr. Moneybags donating $1. Thank you very much. I just want to give a shout out to him. Young Surge, my friend, he and I both took up streaming just this past week. Started early on in the week, and he's running Super Smash Bros. Melee, some Dark Souls content. He's trying to get some Forza up and going, and he's thinking of doing a Pokemon Nuzlocke over on his channel. And in the 1 week, he's already flown up. Check the link. Yeah, let me check it. He's already flown up to, I think he's approaching 60 viewers now. Okay, yeah. I'll go ahead and share this so that everyone can see what Young Surge has me doing here. This should be... Nope. We'll figure it out. Let me change the window capture here. But he flew up to nearly 60 followers already, and he's got his, I think this is the one. He's got his Twitch affiliation. Alright, everyone should see that now, I believe. When you donate $1 to a streamer, now, say my name. Very, very good, Young Surge, pulling out the Breaking Bad references. I dig it, man. Alright, so that's what we got here. To give the shout out, dude. You've more than earned it in this past week as we've, sorted out all this stuff together. So if I'm not up streaming, usually I prioritize hosting Young Surge's page on mine. So some of y'all may already be familiar with his content, but if you haven't seen it, he's, getting a run at it pretty regularly. So definitely make a point to stop by his channel. He's putting a lot of work into getting a quality stream up and going. So he certainly deserves the initial amount of success that he's found here, and I hope that it continues. Alright, so I found that starting off a stream with some goals for what I want to do in Minecraft is a good way to go. So we left off, exploring some of the treasure maps that we had gathered, found around the map, just in the shipwrecks. And in those we found some name tags, which I think we might get around to putting on the dogs. Not a priority, but we did take the poll. We have Mr. Bortzelot and Never Lupus, so we'll be naming the wolves. We found some armor, which isn't quite up to spec with what we have. Within 800 followers. Yeah, I mean, it's nice. It's not an inflated follower count. A lot of these people are good friends, and I'm glad they tune in. If we reach outside of, just my friend group, hopefully we'll find some, in day one, 14 viewers. If we reach outside the friend group and maybe these people who, are reaching out now to support me, maybe a little bit more than interest in, say, Minecraft content, which I totally understand. We'll see how that view count changes over time. Okay, so we made a crossbow. We've got a chicken coop in the distance, which we haven't really begun gathering from. We gathered up a bunch of stuff from... In Stream 2, we found a desert temple, and we got some good items. In Stream 3, we found a bunch of assorted stuff in treasure chests. And so, with the amount of water exploration that's been going on, one of the things that I'd like to do today is make a dock just beyond the house here. Make a boat. That way, as I'm looking to explore the map, I can kind of have just this as a base, and instead of swimming around in the water, which is relatively slow for exploration, maybe we'll reach that affiliation here soon, Gargonzola. If we do, I would greatly appreciate it. But even just people being here right now is all the support I could hope for. So I really appreciate you saying that. So I'm thinking about maybe leveling some of this down, making a port off here, tethering a boat, and then just using this, because in Stream 2, where I was absolutely wandering around the world, I know that a lot of it is connected via water. So this is probably going to be a really good way for traversing the map, traversing the area. So I'd like to set up a dock today off of here. That's one of the goals for today's stream while I'm on. Another goal is going to be to do a little bit of home refinement here. We've got our little one-story starter base here, but what I'd like to do is start building below this. And by that, what I mean is this small little entry area is nice, and it's been functional for everything that we need to do. But what I would like to do is build a lower level, and since we find ourselves running over in this direction so much for getting either over to the mines over there or to the chicken coop that's off in the distance, somewhere in this general direction, instead of having to come up this hill every time and then back down, what I'd like to do is just build a recessed level underground here that runs all the way out to the border here, and then create a door so that I can just go down where more of my stuff will be. Yeah, Young Surge sharing his his picture in the chat. Yeah, you're really getting around to customizing all the subscribing. So when he got the option to set up his icons for his subscribers. He's done a bunch of gym badges, which is hilarious because he mains Pikachu, and all his notifications are some form of Pikachu or Pokemon related content. So he's branding it up pretty well. But we'll have a lower level to this house, which is really going to be much more extensive than this upper level. And I'm hoping to build it all the way over to here with a door that opens up, and that way we can just run on over here, get over to the chicken coop, or get over to the mines with easier access. And then the third goal is, since I've got the saddles and since I've got the horse armor, if I'm doing land traversal, it'd be nice to have a horse. So really what we're looking at doing is just increasing some efficiency of getting between the regular routes that we'll be going, and then routes for exploration. So getting the horse is going to help us run over land. Getting the dock set up over there is going to help us traverse water. And the near home traversal through the city will be facilitated by building that lower level under here. So the first goal that I'm going to have is I'd like to keep this sand floor because we're along the beach, and you know, I could go in here and just utterly repanel everything. But what I think I want to do is I'm going to collect out this base of the floor here. I'm going to end up putting it back in, but below these blocks, because it would all fall down if I go mine under here. But below these blocks, I'm going to put a layer of wood, and I think because of what's near my house and just aesthetic design, I'm going to go ahead and gather up a bunch of spruce. So I'm going to do a layer of spruce below the house, and then I'm also going to put in back in this layer of sand. So before I go gathering all this spruce, let me just throw together an axe. And I'll see if I have any spare iron for doing that. Yep. And we've got some... So let's make some sticks. Another thing is, in this past week, I've been pretty busy. Nothing new there. But I've been pretty busy with stuff related to finals in my PhD program. And so with that, I've been doing a bunch of coding. So I haven't really found time to hop on stream. But here and there, I have been playing a little bit. So y'all are probably going to see some skill improvement here relative to... And I was looking to make axes. This is what happens. I make pickaxes, but those will still be useful later. Y'all will see some skill improvement relative to these last streams, because I've been playing intermittently on some friends' server, but then also a little bit on a new survival world, because there's that goal to eventually end up doing something like speedrunning or Skyblock. If I were to put all of my time playing here on stream, that improvement in skill level would be really slow. So I'm speeding that just up a little bit, spare moments that I have here or there, just getting a little bit more experience so I can kind of speed up that progression. Alright, so we're going to go over to the nearby spruce forest and just gather for a little bit. And definitely probably taking some of the stuff, probably. We'll definitely be taking stream today a little more chill fashion. We're not going to be rushing through objectives or anything. It's been quite a week. I'm worn out. Sleep has been not what I'd hoped for it to be while I've been working all these finals. So we're just going to relax a little bit today. Some Friday wind down, and if we get some friends here in the chat, that's pretty much what today's going to be. Just a bit of chatting, and casually getting around to some objectives here. Alright, so the chickens aren't escaping. That's something I was wondering about with leaving this carpet here. I know that I can get over and get in and out of the coop, but it's good to know that they cannot. I was concerned about that. Alright, so we're looking for... I mean, there's a bunch of trees here I can gather, but, some uniformity in the design would probably be nice. How can you get free stock? Yeah. Okay, so Sean and I Keishan. Um, we've been trying to get smart about finances within this past year. Well, longer than that. But one of the things we've been looking at is like any kind of stock trade. And that's not something I'm apt to do. I haven't really got the finances to go in and buy up any viable amount of stock. But it's interesting to learn about because who knows, maybe in the future when I actually have some savings to go towards something like investing or retirement. Definitely not the case now. But it's always good to learn, good to know how things work, and so he and I have been looking into it, and there's a bunch of apps that you can get on your phone um, related to stock trading. Well, one of them is an app called Robinhood, and here I am about to give them a free plug. But Robinhood, it's like if you get friends to join in, they give you a free stock. So you create an account, you get a friend to join in through a referral, and then as a result of them joining, it's like you get a free stock, and usually they're in the range of like $4. But with some crazy stock market fluctuations that have been going on over these last months, it's just interesting to see kind of through that how the stock market's just swinging up and down so wildly. And I think actually that these last couple days, following some crazy, potentially non-sustainable upward swings that have been going on, I'm starting to see that some of these, really cheap stocks that I've got for free are dropping back down a bit. And I hope that that's not the case for some of the stuff Keishan's got his hand in. But it's just weird to look at market trends. And that's the spiel. One could get free stock by referring friends on Robinhood, but I'm not going to go plugging an account. It is Matt. Welcome in. Thanks for the follow. I know several Matts, but I don't know. Perhaps this is the Matt that Young Search tagged on Facebook earlier amongst the group of old Shenandoah residents. Maybe not, but welcome in. We're just enjoying some lo-fi, chilling here on a Friday. Looking to do some pretty easy tasks here in Minecraft today, and I'm not going to drop my link, Keishan. Thanks for the idea. But yeah, just doing some easy tasks here today with everyone having finals. Well, everyone in school that's got finals going on. No, you can't. Nothing like that, Keishan. We're just looking to take it easy. At the beginning of stream today, I made my stream will start soon page and mentioned that I've been working on a community Discord here for a bit, but I finally got it linked up onto this page that people can join. So if you go into the About page on Twitch, you'll see a graphic that will refer you over to Discord. So if you have an account, we use that within the community for me sharing schedule of streams, people being able to get updates on when I go live, but also I think more community things like sharing memes, sharing music, talking about gameplay, Minecraft, maybe when I get around to some Among Us or something, streaming that. Just a good community forum for people to go into. And it seems to be getting more active. Right now, of course, we don't have, a ton of members, and so the more people get in there and participate, the more interesting it'll be, I'm sure. Kayshawn, question for you, because we haven't caught up in a little bit. How'd the travel go? I know that you just had a flight going on, and wonder how all that went for you. And it is Matt, if you're Okay. Raid. Raid Shadow Legends. Yeah, so earlier when I mentioned that the computer is not the most suited for this kind of task, this was apparently the evidence of that. So let me just make sure everything's going here. If anyone could jump in the chat and confirm if they can see the stream going, that would be awesome. But I'm going to make sure everything's up and running. Minecraft has absolutely glitched out. And I'll see if I can show you all that in a second, but perhaps not. I don't know that the computer's recognizing the page. Yeah, Young Search, can you hear at all? Or nah? Okay, cool. My computer's doing some funky stuff, so I'm gonna let it calm down here for a moment, catch up with anything going on, and then we'll get back to running here, but I think it's not liking all the processes going on. Yeah, it's not capturing the game. I think Minecraft's glitched out a little bit, so I'm probably going to close that window out, open it back up, and we'll give it a shot again. So, y'all bear with me here for a moment. Close that out and we'll try bringing it back up. Cool. Yeah, sorry that kicked people. It's being weird. Computer is running too many processes or something. I was, yeah. So we lost you there, Young Surge, for like a couple minutes. And then you pop back in, you're like, well, I won. Damien, welcome back. Glad to have you in here. We just experienced some stream difficulty, so it looks like it's going to recognize the game here again. Oh, you know, I thought you had, but I think Discord's a little weird about that sometimes. But thanks for dropping the follow this time. I appreciate it. So we're just trying to get stuff back online. And I almost wonder, so this time when I turned Minecraft on, I got a notification that apparently my graphics drivers have updated. If we get another glitch again, I'll probably stop the stream for a couple minutes tops, run a driver update, and then jump back in. But if I go to do that, it'll be because it glitches out again. And if that's the case, you know, we'll run it and then we'll resume stream. But anything that I might need to do shouldn't take too long on my side. Yeah, Minecraft might just want me to update my drivers. Let's see. Okay, peeps, we're gonna have a couple minutes break here. I'll be right back on, but to update graphic drivers, I'm gonna need to shut down stream just for a little bit here, and then once we do that, we'll jump right back in. So if y'all want to hang tight in the chat, we'll be back online. Like I said, a couple minutes tops. It's just a graphics update. Yeah, you know. Young Surge, it is unacceptable, but it's the grim reality of streaming. You gotta make sure your game's working if you're trying to show people. So, we'll work through the bump here. Please install graphics update. Make sure that the restart would install the graphics update. Well, actually, we'll troubleshoot here for a second. Yeah, it's one of those things where whether it's acceptable or not, there's not much I can do about it. So I'm just looking into what it's wanting me to do here with an update. And then if it's straightforward enough, we'll run it. Go offline for a little bit while the computer restarts, and then once we do that, we'll end up getting right back. So it's talking about like ray tracing, not like my computer's gonna do any of that. I'll probably just go into my graphics card menu and see if it'll push an update to me or not. Yeah, you know, well, hey, welcome into the chat. Glad to have you, Mochatastic. We're having a nice chill Friday stream, but aside from that, we've encountered a little bit of stream issue here with Minecraft, so I'm just troubleshooting. Looks like I might need to do a graphics program update. So Young Surge is plugging my 50-50 follower incentive. So right now, I think we're sitting at 27 followers on the page. When we get to 50, I'm planning to change up the kind of content I do just a little bit. We've been doing a solo survival run here on the channel in Minecraft. And what I would like to do is when we hit 50, I'd like to push a poll to the community and see about... It says there's no updates on my graphics driver, so I don't know what Minecraft's trying to tell me. Anyway, when we get to 50, I'm looking to push a poll to the community and see about what kind of content they'd like to see. And I've been thinking about doing like some skyblock content, if anyone knows what that is in Minecraft. Or alternatively, something like a any percent random speed glitchless speed run. Random seed glitchless speedrun. It's a long name. So those would be some options to think about. Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah, so if we end up getting that PC build going before too long, then when Baldur's Gate 3 rolls out, I think that would be a really interesting game. So I would definitely stream that if I have a computer that's capable of it at that time. Right now we're kind of limited by the technology of our time. The fact that I'm streaming on this, there we go, little laptop. So when I have better technology, we'll spice up what we do with the stream. And I've got some people texting me. I'm making sure everyone can make it back in. Alright, I've got some people telling me they're going to jump in here in a little bit once they make dinner. So, alright, it looks like we're going to be good here. We'll see where it picks up. I don't know if y'all can see here. It's a little bit of a small screen. But here, it's Take 1 Survival. This is my playthrough. You see clouds, and you see no bottom to the screen. And then, of all those spruce trees I was just chopping, there's like some residual saplings and sticks and stuff on the ground. So I don't know if we're going to load into just a totally glitched out world. There's a possibility. If so, we might end up starting a new playthrough. Let's hope not. Okay, the world loaded in. Thank goodness. So, for whatever reason there, when everything glitched out, on my side, I was seeing just absolutely nothing. So the world seems to be loading in, and it was daytime when we left off, but I guess everything's progressed back to night. So I'll gather up just a little bit more wood here, make my way over to the base. I don't want to get murked by a bunch of mobs here. What am I excited about in the world of gaming? Sephiroth coming to Smash. So I ended up getting Smash Ultimate. So I've got it for the Switch, and I played for a little bit. But some of the characteristics of that game and all those, you know, I didn't even play it all too much, so I couldn't tell you everything about it, but just like all the extra dynamics that they put into it, I thought were a little bit overkill. And I know they've gone back and added some players to spice things up from different franchises. I think they even have like Minecraft Steve in the game. But if they're adding Sephiroth, that might be some incentive for me to actually jump back around and play some Smash Ultimate a little bit. Not that I'll be any good at it, but it'll just be funny. So that's a thought. If that zombie goes away, we can pass the night. Aside from that, I mean, I think that the Baldur's Gate 3 does seem like a really cool game. So if I've got a computer, I'd definitely be excited about that. I haven't been keeping tabs too much. Oh, we can play? You mean you can absolutely whoop me at Ultimate? It's telling me I'm dropping frames over here, like a quarter of the frames. And I'm thinking that might be... I found that on the streams when I watch back the VODs. It's like when I load in Minecraft, it seems like the computer has a hard time handling it. And when I play everything back, that just the beginning of the stream is so much more lagged than the end part of the stream. It's like it's just waiting to catch up with all the processes. Yeah, no, Young Surge. I remember in the beginning we had chatted about it. You got online and you were thinking about, you know, essentially trying to get good with it, and had invested a little bit of time into it, but you ended up finding that no, it wasn't quite to your liking, which I can't blame you for. I think that all the stuff that they can spec out and Ultimate was just a little too much. Yeah, and I found it weird how much you could customize. I think it's cool, you know, if that's what people want to get into and Ultimate's their thing. I think there's a lot of diversity in the way it can be played, but for me, it's like unlocking. We're just gonna leave all our stuff chilling here for a second. No, I'm gonna dig underground, try to set up some stuff real quick, and then regather everything. So hopefully nothing there despawns. You got 4th? Yeah, I didn't know, dude. That's cool. We're gonna build a little bit underground here. It's gonna be an absolute mess. But then we're gonna jump back up, grab all that stuff, throw it in a chest. And I want to be quick about it because I don't want anything despawning. But I don't know if there's like a max brick number or something that renders stuff inactive, so hopefully not. I don't want to lose a bunch of my diamond to trying to be overzealous here. We didn't grab a chest, so I'll need to pop back up, get that figured out, and we'll come back to him in a second. Here's a chest, so let me queue this stuff. That's not what I wanted. Oh, there we go. Pop down here, break my ankles, throw that there, throw the other one here. Alright, we got a chest, let's gather this stuff back up. Throw a bunch of stuff in here. Let's see, crafting table, yeah. Sure. Alright, sorry, I'm gonna focus, get the rupees. I'm gonna focus a little bit on gameplay right now because I don't want a bunch of my stuff to despawn. But I'm seeing that still some of my frames are dropping. Hopefully that stops happening. If y'all could let me know, are things looking laggy on your side, or is it just OBS telling me? I doubt it's OBS just telling me, but... Okay, yeah. It's just on my screen, OBS is saying something like a quarter of the frames are getting dropped over a course of like the last 2 minutes. I'm thinking, yeah, a quarter of frames being dropped is not the best. Cool. Yeah, let me get rid of the notification then on OBS and see if that keeps up. And it's a little disappointing because after my last stream and looking back at that, I actually went and dropped the bitrate transfer a little bit because I thought it would ease up the tension on the computer. It might just be that my computer's been an absolute workhorse this week, plugging through a bunch of coding and image output in RStudio. So I tried to let my computer get a little bit of a break and myself get a little bit of a break before the stream. But I think my computer really needed the break, and it didn't get enough of one. Oh, they nerfed your boy Pichu. I'm trying to remember who I played. It was some, I could look back at the roster, but I can tell you, I'll look, because I think this will make very interesting conversation. Smash Bros. Ultimate Roster. Is an absolute trash character, and I spam like crazy, because that's how I do. So I'm just looking up the roster on my page right now. I wasn't gonna bother y'all with trying to see that screen. Actually, let's see. Yeah, it's not gonna pick up the screen immediately. We'll go ahead and change the window capture. Let y'all see what I'm seeing here. This one. Cool. So I'm going through the wiki, looking at the roster, and trying to jog my memory of who it was that I played. And then I'll get a bunch of people being sickened at how I could possibly play. I feel like if Gus were in here, he'd remember, because it was absolutely despicable. He's a big character, and I just had him like do a sidekick all the time. I don't think it was K. Rool. I think I played Bowser. Couldn't have been. Really don't think I'd have played DDD. Yeah, so the big chunky characters we're gonna go with, I probably played Bowser. And I just like spammed one move through the entire story mode, like the side B. And if you land the side B, it just like kicks him off the stage. Pretty sure that's who it was. Ganon. No, it wasn't Ganon. Definitely wasn't Ganon. It was like one of the... I don't think it was Donkey Kong, because I don't think his side B is a kick. But it was essentially this guy who would like jump up, he would side B a kick, and then he like lands on his side. And so there was a little bit of lag. But it's like a 2-foot kick where like he jumps up in the air, kicks his feet out, and then lands down. I don't know if this is the exhaustive list of all the players. I imagine it is, but... Definitely wasn't Ridley, because I don't even think I ever unlocked Ridley. I know K. Rool was like the meta for a little bit, until they ended up nerfing one of the moves. Yeah. So it's probably Bowser. Okay. So, definitely Bowser. My Cyrodiil, welcome into the chat. Yeah, okay. So, you finished off dinner and you've joined. Glad to have you. Yeah, okay. I was like, if anyone would remember it, and I said it, I was like, Gus would remember who I spammed, and it was Bowser. Makes sense. Glad to have you join in today. Computer's giving us a little bit of issues, and we had to stop out, restart, and get things rolling. But today is going to be a chill stream because semester's still going on. I did a bunch of finals this week, and honestly, just a little bit of decompressing, relaxing, slow building is exactly what I need. I know you had mentioned having some good news. I don't know if it's good news that you want to share publicly. So if you would want to type it in the chat, now would be an interesting time to catch up. Or when I catch you on a call next, we can catch up about your news. And we've got the rainfall again. This is why we have a glass roof. See, it's not actually displaying the rainfall. I've got to think that something's going on with the graphics right now, because I only see like the bouncing of the rain off the glass. I don't actually see the particles coming down. So weird. Might try loading back into the game a little bit later on, see if that does the trick. Yeah, we're definitely gonna do some organization today. Get all these sorted out when we get a move to the lower level. Oh, dude, congratulations. Yeah, rolling in awards for research is, it is nice confirmation that the work that you're doing and the results that you're achieving are meaningful. It's a big stress off the shoulders having to worry about finances as a student. So that's all awesome. And I look forward to hearing more about it when we get a chance to chat. And then Sean popping in the chat with the Fleetwood Mac. Thunder only happens when it's raining. Players only love you when they're playing Minecraft. Yeah. That's some interesting contortion of the song there, Sean. I would discourage you from posting that link in the chat. We'll brand that one as probably not appropriate. Oh look, a sudden dip in the floor. So I'm digging out in this direction because this is off the back of the house, and I want to start digging over toward that river stream. It's off the back. So this is going to be a larger lower level. That top level is just going to be too small for all the stuff that we're going to end up doing through the game, so manifest destiny. Oh, so you did. Anyway. Yeah. Riding a longboard. Get your head out the gutter. No, actually I think it was TAWF that shared a video in our group chat, that mashup of the Fleetwood Mac song with, I don't know what, well, it wasn't even a mashup, it was an edit. Okay, Sean, do you know what I'm talking about there? Maybe not. It was that day we were sharing all of the edits in the group chat. It was very weird. It was you. Yeah. No, that's... Is it? Yeah, it's probably the one. But I feel like there were maybe multiple. Anyway. Yeah. Thunder by Imagine Dragons. Well, I'm hearing the cows right over here, so I gotta imagine we're almost through to them. And we're just wearing out all the pickaxes. The tricky thing about listening to lo-fi music is that they sample rain so much that I don't know whether I'm hearing rain in the game or I'm just hearing rain in the music. Not a bad problem to have, but imagine cows. We'll see them soon enough. But yesterday I was playing around a little bit on that server with some of my friends, and it's hilarious. Within the span of like maybe 2 hours, tops, absolute tops of playing on that server, I had built a base and went down essentially to bedrock and started mining around, and I found like 4 pockets of diamonds within the span of like an hour. So I went and, for the first time ever, I went and did some enchanting in Minecraft. So I'm figuring out some of these dynamics offline that are going to make this gameplay smoother. I won't be asking quite as many questions, but I'm sure there'll still be some here and there. If you dig down forever, you probably run into lava. And at the bottom of the map, it actually caps out. You can't dig down forever. It's like, it's probably like 100 blocks deep is all you can go, and then it just becomes a kind of block that you actually can't change. So there is a cap to the bottom of the map. There's a cap to the top of the map as well. You can only build up so high. So there are defined boundaries in the game. I almost feel like I'm under the cows and the horses from what I'm hearing. But I don't think we dug under the entire river here. You know, I'm not a builder, I'm a survivor, so we're getting some functional structures in here. I'm digging out a basement. That's gonna be a path towards a route that I run, and then, oh look, we built into the river. That's fine, we'll plug it up here in a second. But this is just a path that I find myself frequenting, and so I thought it would be good to go ahead and make a path from my base that connects to all this stuff. Yeah, so not going creative here, just functional. All right, I need to pick up another pickaxe because otherwise this is gonna be miserably slow. Yeah, it's still raining, but I still can't see. Still can't see any of the particles coming down. And instead of building this, getting rid of it, building it, getting rid of it, I'm gonna chuck a ladder in here, and then I can just go up and down more freely. I got all these. Ladders just sticks, so let me chuck some of those together. Problem solved. And I'm gonna jinx it, but I feel like got an Enderman zooming around. Adapted into a video game. A movie that hasn't already been done, adapted into a video game. Monty Python and the Holy Grail. be some grand comical adventure now in video game format. On that note, during this past week, I ended up watching a Korean horror movie. It was pretty odd. And I'll say, if anyone's into horror films, yeah, holy hand grenades everywhere. If anyone's into horror films, I would recommend checking it out. You can find it online, but it's called The Wailing, and it had such a twist ending that I was watching this thing for like 2.5 hours, and at some parts, as it, you know, it's a symptom of, yeah. My Seer Day. If you want to watch that, I would definitely recommend it. You know, a lot of horror movies suffer from like maybe some parts of the movie being cheesy and like not being able to suspend disbelief about the plot throughout it, but it ends up getting really interesting, and at least it pulled me in that I didn't think it would end or go the way it ended up going at all. But I found it pretty darn intriguing. Okay, so we're gonna pull out a bunch of oak logs here, because we're gonna end up using these to build below the sand, and then we're gonna fill the sand back in after the fact. One thing at a time. So we're gonna dig up a bunch of sand, then we're gonna throw in a bunch of oak. So no need to take up more space. So we'll pretty much build it at this level, I think. So make sure I've got my, so the second block of the ladder is going to be the one that we use as the foundation. So, for example, this would end up getting replaced by wood, and then the sand's going to go back up on top. So that's what we're doing here. It's going to take a little bit. Yeah, so the mechanic that stops them from spawning are the torches. Enemies spawn pretty much anywhere there isn't light, and so that's why you want to get like an enclosed area where you have a bunch of lights, and that would be why in one of the earlier streams someone suggested that I put lanterns out in the water outside the house, is that if you have a light, they won't spawn within so many blocks of it. Yeah. So as long as I keep lights throughout the house, they won't spawn in here. And that's why you end up running into mobs, say underground, in dungeons and tunnels and stuff like that, is because when you initially explore them, there's no lights. But then if you go in and you put lights through the tunnel as you go through, then it stops them from coming back in there and spawning. Alright, we're going to try to get some conformity of block orientation here. I know I'm not playing creative mode, but gotta have some level of standard, I suppose. My sister would be ashamed if I don't. Let's see. There we go. She'd see this and... Can you eradicate the world of enemies through torch? I mean... I don't know. But, that's the answer. I don't know, man. I haven't ever seen it done. And for gameplay, I mean, there's actually a benefit to having enemies in the game. There's certain items you can only get from enemy drops, as far as I know. So it's useful to have enemies spawn, and sometimes people actually create dark areas with the intent of getting enemies to spawn in, and then they set up contraptions with like water flow where the enemies will get stuck in the water flow, and then they'll end up like moving into some like trap-like area that ends up automatically killing these mobs and then harvesting their drops. So like people get pretty high level about automating processes in this game, and that mob farming is definitely one of those processes. Alright, cool. So now we can dig out under all of that, and then we stop digging when we get to oak, and then we'll have a nice tall roof here. Hey, yo Tony, I heard they're thinking of farming us. That one's right over my head, Sean. If you wanna, Tony, forget about it. You're gonna have to clarify that one for me. Okay, so that's the end of the house, at least on this first level. Mob farming. Are you personifying the mobs? You're giving them names? Tony the Creeper? Mob boss. Got it. Got it. Yeah, I said the brains only function at such a low percentage today. References may fly over my head. Jokes may fly over my head. I appreciate the clarifications. Pinky blue eyes. Let's run a quick Google, and I'll let you know. Mickey blue eyes. I'm not recognizing it by name, but I don't think so. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. We're gonna look for chiller music than that. Yeah, it doesn't look familiar. Okay, Sean. Can't say I recognize it. It looks like it might be good. Is that a link to the movie? Is it a link to the trailer? Yeah, Lodash, we're Mice here today. Thank you for the follow. Lodash, the goal today is some quality of life changes in here. It's been a heck of a week, and so just getting in here, making some pathing that I'm regularly running a little simpler. That's a goal. Getting around to taming a horse, that's a goal. And making a dock is a goal. So just a little bit of building, probably not much in the way of exploration. Chatting. Chatting's a goal. Yeah, I'm gonna keep skipping through because I feel like I've made it to that that brand of lo-fi here. And I think yeah, let me jump ahead. This one's called Roblox Chill Music. We're definitely not playing Roblox, but Lodash, I can. I don't know, man. Yeah. Alright, so we'll put that block under there. Rainbow. So whoop. And Lodash, we had some pretty crazy stream crash earlier on, so some of it is, you know, thinking about quality improvements here on the channel. So one of the things that I've been talking with the chat about is the fact that I'm looking at doing a PC build to improve some stream quality stuff and maybe be able to expand on gameplay if I've got a more functional system, then maybe branching out, playing things like Baldur's Gate 3 when it comes out and doing stuff like that. And then also how I contacted a friend about some artwork, trying to get some branding on this channel, something like a customized avatar. So some stuff in the works there. It is, but I think it's also, I was chatting with someone about it and they said, you know, right now it's still the $60 in early access. And I don't know, I hate to say it, but I'm not too supportive of early access before bugs have been worked out. So one, I don't have a computer that's capable of running it currently, and two, I'd love for it to be fully developed before purchasing something. But it'll be interesting to see some of the opinions from the early access and what people are thinking of the game. Oh, Lodash, you're talking about Baldur's Gate? You played? I don't know why when I'm like looking around the screen I have this tendency to shift my head to try to figure out what's going on. Did I just break the door down? Oh, the door's not down here. What block am I under? Let's run back up, see what's going on. Yeah, the door fell. Let's put the door. I don't want stuff wandering in here. There we go. Cool about Baldur's, you know? Yeah. Absolutely. So, I had played a Baldur's Gate back in the day. It was for PlayStation, and I forget which one it was called. I don't play Baldur's Gate 3, but I've thought about it. I mostly don't play D&D inspired RPG. Yeah, you know, Lodash, they can definitely eat up a bunch of time if you're like grinding through levels and stuff. Yeah, but my Seer Day definitely was aware of that. I mean, Baldur's Gate in the Forgotten Realms universe is pretty standout. And I know that in the books that I had read, you know, it definitely gets referenced that Drizzt and the crew happened through Baldur's Gate in some of the plots. That almost makes me wonder, in the game that I played, was the dwarf that I tended to play Bruenor Battlehammer or some other generic character? I'd be curious to, now with that in mind and having read Salvatore's work, let that inform my past experiences. So I remember there were like 3 characters you could play in the game that I played. You could either play, there's probably some female elf sorcerer, some human ranger, and some dwarf tank barbarian type character. Pretty standard array of characters. I don't know that they were characters from Salvatore's work. I think we got past all the maybe not as chill lo-fi, hopefully. I'm gonna jinx it, but let's see. I'm thinking I might go in and replace all the torches with lanterns today. Whoop. Bump the mouse. Alright. I didn't build this out, and maybe I should. Live and learn. Play the same one. Game I remember just had a Drizzt character appearance where you go NPC for battle match. Yeah, of course. He's a ranger rogue, somehow a sorcerer as well. Like, he's pretty much like the class fusion blend. If there's anything that can be done, Drizzt can do it. Okay, they got a nice expansion of room down here. I'm gonna mine out a little bit more, and then I want to start moving like the chests and stuff from upstairs, because the room was just becoming too clustered. So to have everything moved down here will be a little simpler. But the floor, or what am I seeing? Okay, so here's the crafting table. Throw in some wooden wall here. Try to. Oh. Nope. Maybe if I just build a block up so I don't have to jump every time I try to do something. Might be better. Definitely not going to be using my diamond pickaxe to mine away some cobblestone. Yeah, total waste. Alright. Dig this out a little bit more so it's easier to round the corner here without bumping into stuff. Be a little speedier. I mean, ultimately, that was poor chest placement. I just didn't want any of my stuff to despawn. Alright, back to this mess of water. So probably... I mean, what I wanted to do was make some glass panes. Let me do a quick Google of... Actually, no. I don't have to Google it. I'll just check it on the crafting table. Figure out what the formula is. Punch the block. Taking ages. Slower to punch blocks while on a ladder, I suppose. Okay, crafting table. I guess it all does it based on what items you have. Let me see if I can... Yeah, and then this is every item that you can get. So I'm not looking for stained glass, I just want to see glass panes. So you get cubes, and then make glass panes. So that's what I'm going to do. So I don't have giant blocks of glass. Get a little nicer looking. Take that. Actually, probably just put all those in there and then divvy this up. Some there, some there. And we'll let that sand cook for a little bit. Yeah, it looks like things have smoothed out. I haven't gotten any drop frame notifications for like the last 25 minutes, so that's definitely good to see. Cool. Set the bed up down here. Clear out the inventory a little bit, and then I'm going to start moving around a bunch of items. Probably make a trash bin for upstairs and for downstairs here. Okay. Just take that TNT out. I don't know if it would explode when I destroy the chest, but I definitely don't want to test it. So Mice here today, when do you think you're gonna head back for break? How long are you gonna hang around before you go back? 21st or 22nd. Okay. So holding down the fort a little while before you make your way back. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know Poppy, Kayshawn. Not by name. Alright, we're almost reasonably organized. I know this is absolutely enthralling. But it was one of the goals for the day. Reorganize the place, build out the base a little bit. So it is going according to plan. I'm gonna end up making some more cobblestone stairs, I think. I've got an idea with what I'm gonna do with all that water flowing in from the lower level and wanting to build an exit out of here. We'll get moderately creative here for a little bit. And then let's all agree to never be creative again. Green is not a creative color. And all the old people understand the reference I'm making. Hopefully. This is a good spot to put some trash as any. Cool. Thank you. Well, Kayshawn, I don't know if you shared green is not a creative color. Don't hug me, I'm scared. Or if you shared Poppy. Get rid of this bow, it's pretty much broken. Young Search, did you ever watch the rest of that series? Because there's like 3 videos, man. It's not even just the one, there's a bunch of them. And they're about equally horrifying. I think the You did, yeah. It was actually my freshman year when I discovered that there were more of them, and so I kind of binged through it, and I was like, oh, that was quite the experience. Glad we did that. I think maybe that one was the best produced, though, and that's probably why it got all the attention it did. I'd say it was relatively well deserved. That was a hilarious video. And like the CGI and the setups that they did for it, they clearly put the work in. I don't know the name of that channel off the top of my head. Alright, so we got 3 chests down here. We've got the bed, we've got a crafting table, we've got trash disposal, we got these up here. Let's collect all the glass, make some glass panels. So it was 6, and then that gets us glass. Oh, I mean, really? I buy it. I think I remember off the top of my head at least 3, but I'm not surprised to hear that there's 6. I thought they were really good. Maybe disturbing, but good. Okay, so I got all this, and I think I threw... Didn't want to do that. Broken glass. Put it in a non-item spot. I want to pick up some of the cobblestone, actually. It's gonna be a mess. Alright, let's throw all the extra stuff back in there. Oh, a bunch of it did despawn. Trash compactor's working as intended. Oh. I think we're just gonna burn through these stone pickaxes, setting everything up over here. Let's just put the glass away for now so I don't waste it, accidentally place it. I think he's streaming tomorrow, and I think that Young Surge is gonna be playing some Super Smash Brothers with a Logitech steering wheel mapped out for controls. So if anyone's free tomorrow, I'm not gonna be streaming, but I'm definitely going to be hosting Young Surge up on my channel. That was his goal for when he got 50 followers. He said that Logitech steering wheel was coming out, so I'm going to hold him to it. And I will definitely be tuning in for that. Because who would miss Logitech steering wheel in Super Smash Brothers? Probably around 6:30. That's Eastern. We got some time zone stuff here. You're gonna be a streamer, you gotta specify time zones, man. You're reaching out to too much of an audience. Alright, so I am under... Yeah, I dug way further than I wanted to. Alright, let's figure this out. Okay. Oh, are there raiders? Is that the dude underwater? He's got the banner? No, he's a zombie. But it's like a raider flag. He still wave dash. I think he said he had it programmed to wave dash. So I hope he can. Alright, so we're gonna build some cobblestone steps up to here. And then I'm gonna build like a exit from here with a door, a bunch of glass panels that will have a view of the farm. So I dig out just a little bit of like a uniform pattern here, and then I'll cap it off at the top. Then I'll build a threshold up to here, something relatively level. Oh, hi. He's having fun, isn't he? Oh yeah, Philippine Standard Time. PST. You know, it was actually last Sunday when I was streaming. There was a dude who was tuning in. He was from Syria, and it was like what, 3 o'clock my time. It was 10 p.m. his time, I think is what he had said. And then I go back and I look at my viewer demographics. I'm like, yep, dude was from Syria. He's clocked in as one of the users. He pops back by the stream. It's probably because I'm streaming earlier in the day, because I don't think he'll be popping on here at like 2 a.m. or something. Yeah, it's cool. And you know, he ended up following, and looks like he's been keeping up with the page. All right, so I got the Illager banner. That's cool. I dig it. All right, so I'm gonna keep building up here, getting all this leveled off. Then we're gonna build a big slope of cobblestone steps. I don't need to use a pickaxe to get rid of dirt. Use fist. Equally fast. I believe. Oof. More broken ankles. Okay, let's go build some steps, and then we'll get that done first. Alright, fell into the water. Not quite the same as a clutch bucket, but it reduces damage nonetheless. Alright, so we're gonna make a bunch of stairs. I need probably a number of these. Yeah, that'll be good. Let's build some cobblestone slabs. Cool. Those there. So I'm going to want this to terminate there. And I think I need to put a block under it to put this here, at least temporarily. And then we'll follow the arc downward. Just place the dirt because it's going to be faster to collect. We're doing upside down steps now. Take two. Alright, we'll figure something out here. Because that's not how I want that placed. I wonder if it has to do... And apparently I'm not collecting them, so... Everyone I put in wrong... There we go. I guess where you stand relative to the block that you're placing in matters. Don't do this to me, game. There we go. And just bump my head on the dirt right here. Okay, so this is. Let's move it one back, I think, so we can have a little bit more of a platform before. Cool. And we can have a platform built out here. Whoop. I should probably leave that in there. Okay. Progress. Get a bunch of these glass panes. Put a corner cap there or something. Nope. I'm gonna bonk my head on that. We got another bot in the chat. I'll resist deriding this one too much, however tempting it may be. If we want to become famous, we can buy followers and viewers. Lon Lon Milk. Yep, Lon Lon Ranch. Good times, good times. So in a door up here. I think I've got a birch door hanging around. Maybe do double doors here. Let's see. I might just have to go back into the playlist and find a section of the playlist that's a little more relaxing. Just gonna make oak doors on this side. Three's more than plenty. Oh yeah. I forgot that. Glass panes are a pain. Because there's weird space. I absolutely forget about how you... Alright, we're gonna break that glass, Get rid of this glass, I suppose. Sad. Cap it there. And we'll build just a little bit of functional space into this entry right here. We're gonna have to figure out that issue. Falling down all the time. So my Seer Day, you haven't been on Twitch because I know you've been busy with your proposal and everything. It was hilarious. Young Surge started up a Dark Souls playthrough on his channel. And in the first run that he's on there, he's been going through, taking out the Black Knights to, you know, see about what drops he can get. This dude got both the Black Knight halberd and the sword. Not the Ultra Great Sword, but just the Black Knight sword. First playthrough. And that is some crazy RNG to get those drops. And so he's just been absolutely cheesing his run. Z. Yeah. Says that's crazy. You mentioned that he was streaming some Dark Souls. Yeah, so I mean he's just going through and slaughtering everything because he's got way OP gear for his run. I mean it's new game, it's not even like New Game Plus or anything as far as I know. So he's got super easy run ahead of him. And he's trying to make it more challenging. If you throw him challenges in the chat, he'll try to complete them to the best of his ability, he says. Or sometimes he just won't look at the chat so that he doesn't know that there's a challenge, so he's not obligated to do it. Invasion stream. Yeah, that'd be cool. He's had some people come in for like you didn't bring him into the Gargoyles, did you? You brought him in to just take out some of the people in that initial cathedral in the Burg, I think. Alright, so I don't want to be perpetually falling into this, so I'm going to build up just a little bit of area around here, I think. But I still want to be able to see around, so I don't know. This might be weird building. Suboptimal, perhaps, but we'll give it a shot, see how it turns out. Just fence this off. I mean, not the best, but we'll work with it. Yeah, that's really not. I don't know. We'll give it a shot. Yeah. Get invaded and invade other people. It'd be funny. We'll just have some floating blocks here for the novelty of it, I suppose. And then... I don't know. This is just weird design at this point. Jolly cooperation. So I could tame this cat that apparently isn't going to leave me alone, but it's just going to clip its head through the glass. But I don't have any fish to give it. Unless it'll take a cooked fish. I think a lot of times they usually take multiple. Yeah, it doesn't even want it. And I don't want to try to hit it with the fish or anything. So. Yeah, they eat raw fish. I don't know, maybe I just get rid of this access here, close this off, and then not worry about having all this junk. I think that's going to be the most reasonable thing to do. Just cap it so that I don't end up with stuff wandering into the base. And then so we don't just have a dark area back here to spawn stuff in, we'll get rid of the empty area back here. And we'll get rid of that silly upper level thing that I was working on, because now it's not going to be useful to have. So the stairs will all lead up. So this week, I guess we get into some interesting story time. I think my brain's gonna be a little more active now. This week I've been attending an online conference for an organization called the Acoustical Society of America. And so I've kind of, based on the research that I've been taking up here at the university with my PhD program, I was targeting specific talks on topics that I wanted to attend, a lot of them around like perception of vocal emotion or how it's assessed acoustically in different studies. And there was one really interesting talk that I attended. Off the top of my head, I think it was on Wednesday. No, actually, it was... I don't know. Irrelevant. It was Wednesday or Thursday. But I wasn't even aware of it until my advisor had clued me into the fact that it was happening. And I'm very glad they did, because it was a very cool talk. There's this linguistics student who also is doing like a little bit of full-time voiceover work right now, and on their social media they go by the tag CMF Voices. But this person was doing a study on how individuals, voice actors, acoustically and articulatorily, if that's a word, how they use the articulators of their mouth and the larynx to create childlike voices. And Young Surge, if you're not listening, you're going to want to listen to this. Same for you, my Seer Day, because y'all are about to love this fun fact of what I saw this week. This voice actor slash linguistics researcher, she wanted to pull in people that voice act for child voices in media. And through attendance at a Comic-Con, was actually in communication with Veronica Taylor. And if you don't recognize that name off the top of your head, Veronica Taylor was the voice actor for Ash Ketchum in Pokemon. So within the database of research for voice actors that this researcher had accumulated, one of the voices they were assessing was Ash Ketchum from Pokemon. Yeah, no, it was really cool. And it was interesting to see that like the articulation and the acoustic patterns that Veronica Taylor produced relative to other individuals producing childlike voices was totally distinct. Like the way in which they did it was unlike the way in which Veronica Taylor articulates her voice and her vocal cavity was like markedly different than other people. Some of the other people that this researcher had included in the study, off the top of my head, I guess I haven't slept in a while because we got the phantoms circling above. Let's go ahead and do that so we can get rid of those. But some of the other people that they were able to include in the study, one of them, if anyone has watched Hunter x Hunter, there's an arc, the Greed Island arc. And in the Greed Island arc, there's a character called the Bomber. And if you've seen it, this is probably ringing a bell quite well. And if you haven't, it's not going to mean anything. But the voice actor for the Bomber was one of the other voices that they managed to pull in for participation in this study. So they had Ash Ketchum, they had the Bomber from Hunter x Hunter, and then one of their professors at the university that they're at, and I don't want to throw out the wrong university, I think it was Utah, and if it wasn't Utah, then they previously studied at Utah, and now they're at like Illinois or Indiana. I'd have to check it out. I don't want to misspeak that, but one of their professors who's in their PhD dissertation committee is the voice actor for one of, I think, the bigger characters in the anime Food Wars. I haven't seen it, but I know it's popular on Netflix, and definitely caught the attention of some of the anime watching community. So they thought it was absolutely hilarious because they didn't know that this professor voice acted in Food Wars. But then when they later saw it in their credits, I don't know, IMDb or voice actor credits, some online attribution website, they were like, oh, my professor's in the anime that I watch. Which I think would just be the weirdest experience. Imagine. Yeah, no, that's what I've heard, Young Surge. I've heard that it's quite the anime. But imagine, like, you're watching media that you enjoy, and then you later realize that one of the characters that in it that you enjoy, oh yeah, that would be a little killer. But imagine one of the characters in the anime that you're watching that's up on Netflix. You go into class, and that person talking to you in the front of the classroom is the same voice that you're hearing speak to you on your dissertation committee. It's I can like not even imagine trying to separate like them as a character, them as an educator and like mentor academically. It'd be something. So that was one of the more interesting standout research like poster talks that I attended. I thought y'all would enjoy it. I found it hilarious. Alright, back to a little bit of organizing. This got absolutely scattered when I picked it all up. That's the, I think, gonna be the main story time of the day, but anything else comes to mind, I'll run it by y'all. All these chain helmets that I really don't think I'm gonna use because they're weaker than the, my understanding is they're weaker than the iron stuff that I have, so that's not too useful. So, like, moderately organized? Maybe. I don't think wheat belongs in there. Take the wheat out. We're gonna roll with it. This will do for now. So this is like rarer items is kind of what I'm placing over there. At least that's the thought. Rarer, more valuable. This is like functional items, is I think how I'm mentally classifying this group. And then, okay, let me move the chain stuff that I have over here into this one so that those are grouped together. Got a bunch of chainmail helmets. TNT. We'll put the remaining glass panes and glass in here. And probably go ahead and chuck all the cobblestone. No, I'm just carrying too much stuff. Put these here. I don't know, I'll save some of the cobblestone. Get rid of the gravel. It's plentiful. Alright, so we've almost got one of the goals done, building this route, and I think the next one that I'm going to get around to is building the dock off by the water. So I'm going to want more wood for that, because I'm going to build a dock, and put a fence on the side of it, and then I'm sure that there's something, there's like a post or something that you can tether the boat to. I'm gonna drop into Spotify and try to find a more ambient part of the playlist. Got like a 17-hour playlist here in my Spotify that I just use for this. Let's try. Yeah, I think this maker tends to be on the chiller side, so it should be good. Not so much of the dance club music here. Good start, good start. Oh, and there's all this clay. There's a villager that I know wanted to trade clay for emeralds. My sister was at first advising me that clay is rare to come by, which we found wasn't the case because I was finding it in absolutely plentiful quantities. So I'm gonna see about popping up if I can track down that villager, and then I fell. Find that villager and trade him the clay. These dogs are just always barking. Okay, so if we were to run by land, it's essentially going all the way over to here. So we've definitely expanded the base. We've got some more usable area down there that we can expand into. This room is an absolutely build up now. It's a, I mean, it's not spacious. It's still small, but a little easier to navigate coming in. I think I'm gonna go in and change my settings because I thought I'd mapped a. Yeah, let me map something. Control layout here real quick. I guess it didn't hold over, like when stuff crashed it may have changed. I had sprint. Yeah, sprint shouldn't be shift. I want sprint to be this button and sneak to be this button. I found like a way better key layout because I got a new mouse earlier this week and I've been trying to use the key layout and I'm like, why is it not working? Because I actually set it up for version 1.16.3, not 1.16.4 that I'm playing on right now. I wonder. So there's one pig over here, which means we won't get more pigs from a single pig. Maybe I go grab one of those wild pigs before I end up offing all of them and bring it back over here so that we can get more pigs. And the cat's stuck in there now. So maybe we grab some fish and then, yeah, let's do that real quick. Oh, a spider and a drowned guy coming for me. Alright, there were no fish. Bummer. Nothing on that floor. Nothing on this floor. But I suppose if there's ever like a Illager raid and I've got a crossbow, it's probably a good point to just hit them from up here. We'll keep that in mind for later. And then we got a brewing stand and a staircase to nothing. Oh, there's some pigs in a thing up here. Don't know what that's about. No one's home. Cool. Alright, so still trying to track down where all these villagers have gone. See if we can get this play trade going. I don't know, was there like a Illager raid I didn't notice and that's why one of the dudes was a zombie or something and then I beat him up and took his flag? Is that what's going on here? No sign of anyone. Desolate. Not like hanging around farming or anything either. It's curious. Alright, peeps, I think all the villagers are dead. There's no one left in the town. Just me. I didn't check these houses down here, but I really doubt that's the case. I guess they just didn't like their new neighbor. They just said, hey, if this guy's gonna be here, we're gonna vacate. Everyone moves to a new town. Land value was going down too much. They tried to get out while they could. I didn't know there were barrels. Do with a barrel. Interesting. That's creative. Alright, there's no villagers anymore. Does it have to do with the flag being up? Maybe if I take the flag down, they come back or something? That'd be weird. I'll just put it away for now, see if they come back or something. I'm trying to think of what could have possibly changed that all the villagers are gone. I would put the clay back in here for now. So last night I was up until about 2, 3-ish a.m. Got up, started the grind again today at 7:30 a.m. I owe that all to RStudio giving me trouble with a table making program, or a table making function called GT, Grammar of Tables. I wanted to get a certain output for a project that I was turning in today, and it was just fighting me at every turn trying to get what I wanted as output. I ended up having to like make some concessions and run summary rows and columns instead of including the data the way that I wanted it to be, and it ended up being a good graphic anyways. So I had to adjust expectations, but getting the code just right for the output was absolutely annoying. And so I'm rolling in the sleep deprivation right now. Alright, so we're gonna grab some wood, because we'll be using it to make a dock over here. Never used GT before, but I've always gone the rows columns route. I mean, are you talking about data frames there? Or rows columns? Yeah, I mean, GT it does make some nice output. Like, you can adjust a lot of variables, you can have it group, you can make it run summary rows of like averages, min, max, you know, your statistics, and then output them into rows. You can color cells from it and it comes out clean, and you know, you can scale it just like you would with any of the R code, but just the formatting, I don't know. It might just be because I have so much experience in like ggplot. I use ggplot so much that code's like pretty darn intuitive to me. But then I go around and I try something like and then after using table you can get rows. Oh yeah. I mean, you could do table. I've never used that. I think that's probably like a base R function. Before this course, this data visualization course that I'm taking through the university, I had never done table output at all, GT or otherwise, using R. I only did like graphic plot output, but not tables. So So now I have a means to do that through R, which is nice, but I guess I just lack the experience for it to be an intuitive process, and that definitely gave me trouble last night. / this morning. I thought I had just picked up some seeds. I was gonna feed the chickens. We have like this nearby cave system, so I'll probably explore that some. You never know when there's gonna be like a mob spawner or something down one of those. Yeah, and if you'd want Sirde, I could send you I don't know if you've ever used them, but there's these online tutorials called primers that R uses, and they're pretty good walkthroughs for learning the syntax and semantics of different functions. I don't know if you've ever seen this resource, but I found it pretty helpful with some time series stuff and interactive R graphs. Interactive? Only interactive one that I've heard of. Yeah, so this is Tidyverse and ggplot, which I'm really familiar with. But the only interactive one that I've heard of is like, yeah, I'm comfortable with all this stuff. ggplot output is something I've been working with for a while. Some of these, I mean, artograms and otherwise, the map-based or evolution-based, I don't find as much utility for right now. But like the general knowledge, animation, and interactivity. Some of the interactivity, I think people use this function called Shiny. I don't know if you've heard of Shiny before, but I'm going to take a data visualization course in the spring that's going to be an extension of the one that I've been doing. And I'll get into like the Shiny function, which will allow for like a lot of interactivity, is my understanding. Okay, so yeah, you're familiar with Shiny. I've never done it, but as far as like interactivity is concerned, that's what I hear referenced. No diff. Yeah, dude, I've got a ton of resources. I've got like a bookmark folder full of them because I learned like a lot of data wrangling functions this semester. There's one called Forcats that's good for yeah, Forcats is really good for wrangling data, converting it, mutating it. So I can definitely send you that stuff. Alright, so let's throw seeds. Yeah, make more chickens. Alright. Wasn't trying to hit him. Just throwing eggs at the chickens, apparently. Alright, well, we didn't get any chickens out of that. Bummer. It's a neat sunset. Hi, cow. Bye, cow. So there's a horse. No, that's it, you know, is the same general shape, but clearly it's not a horse. It's like a donkey, a mule. I don't know what they are in this game. But I was thinking. So that's one of the goals. So I need to tame a horse for land traversal. Alright. Focus, Harley. Tame a horse. Build a dock. Alright. Whoop. Hi, Skeleman. Oh. Nope. Not today, Death. Not today. Maybe I should move one of those furnaces down here so I don't have to run up every time. Maybe I should even move 2 furnaces down. A novel idea. Chuck them in the corner here. Or on the corner. Let's just do 64 and 64. So it's nighttime right now, but I want to grab up fences, because we'll use those. And any wood that I have. Yeah, that'll be more than enough. I'm gonna go ahead and make a boat. Thought that was how we made a boat. It's not how we make a boat. It's like this. That's not how you make a boat. Let's see. Boat, boat, boat. Boat, 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 boat. Here we go. A shovel. Okay, I wouldn't have figured that. We use a shovel as a... Alright, how do we make a shovel? I think that's like a stick and 3... shovels, oars, you know, same thing. That's not it. About... There we go, shovel. Now we're playing Shovel Knight. Alright, we'll make some pressure plates. Panels. Yeah. These will be the dock. Apparently now I've made one of each tool type in the game. I just got an achievement for it. Probably make some more fences for the dock. Oak fence and oak fence gate. Make a handful of these. Melon seeds. Oh, we can make composter. Signs. Bowls. Those dogs have been barking the entire game. I'm going to go in and turn the audio on that down just a little bit. Sound, ambient environment. Friendly creatures. Well, that's yeah, let's try 45. And I hear it barking still. Yeah, let's do 30. Alright. I think that's a bit more tolerable. wonder if there's just like a rope versus the lead. Or if the boat's even gonna move at all on its own. Probably won't. Grab some of the leads anyway. Just in case. Nighttime. So anyone got anything exciting going on this weekend? End of semester. Everyone just chilling. Enjoying a little bit of calm afterward. Mandalorian. Are you I think you've been watching it, right? So you're just gonna get caught up. I watch some Baby Yoda. What's that about? Meteor shower. Oh, there is a meteor shower Sunday night? And are you just going to be able to see that from your apartment, or are you going to have to go somewhere to see it? I haven't been watching meteor showers in years. I think like since the start of college I haven't done it. Used to. It's been a while. New moon. So you're gonna... Have you gone finding shark's teeth out there since you've been there? Cool. And I know this is probably an extensive question, but I'll just try to get a brief answer and explanation the next time we chat. But has that DNR issue, DNR access, resolved a bit or not? Some people have megalodon teeth. That's cool. Oh, and since your break's starting up, and I know you'll still have plenty of work, but there was that anime I was chatting with you about. I'll go ahead and post the name. Actually, I'll just post you a link in the chat. It's on Crunchyroll, but that one Jujutsu Kaisen that I was talking about, I'm sure you could fly right through the episodes. There's like 9 right now that are available without... Actually, it's Friday, so it should be 10. And available without subscription that you can watch. Let me send you that, because it is a awesome series so far. I would recommend it to anyone. I'll post a link in the chat in a second. My computer's like, look, I can barely handle the processes you're throwing at me. Stop opening new Chrome tabs. Deal with it, computer. Alright, so right now I'm just smoothing out a pathway that'll take me over toward where I'm building the dock, so that it's not such a like jump over a bunch of stuff to get there kind of trek. Yeah, situation is mostly resolved. Gonna finish sample collection at the end of the... Won't need... I mean, ever? Because I know that there were still, like, opportunities that you were looking forward to, like... What about the excursions out into the water? You're still gonna have access to stuff like that? Oh, current mission is we're just digging up all the sand on the beach. Once the beach is gone, we're gonna go ahead and end the survival run. That's it, really. I mean, once we have all the sand, there's no meaningful objective left in this game. It's a bummer you left, because we've already got most of the sand. You missed the best part of the journey. You know, current mission is we're building a dock. So I was just clearing out a pathway from the base over towards this direction, so it's a little easier to access instead of having to jump over like each of those individual dune sections. This way it should just be a matter of running the pathway over here. I'll put up some torches as indicators to light the path a little bit better, and then I'm going to throw some wood slabs out on the water, a little bit of fencing along it, and should be set. Cool. Yeah, it's really going to be interesting to see what amount of normalcy, if any, returns here in the spring. Because with all the hopes related to vaccine, it's like how quickly is the public going to be able to mobilize and getting things back in order, returning to the old normal, you know. We'll see. Scare away the bad guys at night. Yeah. That's they won't prevent them from approaching you, but areas that have torches in them prevent mobs, enemies from spawning in those areas. So they won't pop up here within like a certain range of the light, but they can still walk into the lighted areas. They just won't spawn in those areas. But the other thing is, if I decide that I'm traveling by night, having torches up helps me to find my way around. Like having it illuminated is just easier. Yeah, you'd be like, why is this guy throwing all these torches up everywhere? It's daylight. What could he possibly need to see? I'm still a noob. I mean, you haven't played. I know Foxy Rod was talking about you might vicariously pick up some gameplay information through this run. Seems like you're getting at least a little bit of it. Pre-noob. Hey, if I'm playing you in Ultimate, I think we have to run a competitive speed run, you know. We each gotta compete on our own territory, I suppose. If you're gonna womp on me with all those DI tech, gotta like speed run Minecraft against you, Young Surge. Ani? Omae wa mou shinderu. Ultimate isn't as technical. Yeah, I mean that's why Melee's, you know, well, you know, very much the one that's gonna last time. Even if it's not as technical, I'm still gonna be just as trash with it, unless I like, I did try to see if I would Samus main, and I think I ended up in the story mode doing some amount of Dark Samus main because I could just spam the up B with the lightning, which was really useful for like some of the story mode where you had to like progress through maps and not end up behind the screen scroll. Like, it was ridiculously useful because it would stun lock the enemies, and then while they were stun locked you could just keep running ahead so that you didn't off screen. Trying to make this at least somewhat aesthetically minded here as we build the docks. Whoop. Let's say right there. I think he just took it out there. Then lead on it. Cool. Our boat's tethered. So we got a dock. We throw. Like I said, I think I want to replace a bunch of these things with lanterns, but this will be functional for now. Alright. 2 mission success. Nothing's been like expertly done here, but we have a dock. We've got a lower level of the house. So we're doing good. We're like 2.5 hours in the stream, but I guess we have to acknowledge the fact that stream went down for a little bit. We're doing alright. Hearing some mob voice there. Hopefully nothing's spawning in down here. Oh, I'm like hearing the drowned that are right above the door because there's not enough separation between them and me at this point now. Okay. I want to go see if the villagers came back. I don't think they did, and I don't know why they're gone. I didn't see any notification of there being like a village raid, but it's kind of a bummer. It's like you build near a village so that you can interact with the villagers, and for some reason they all dipped out. So I've got a full village to myself now. Bunch of llama, alpaca, whatever they are, just chilling there. Okay. That was a cacophonous sound, to be sure. I'm bummed that this helmet is wearing down because it helps so much with going underwater. I think I might take that helmet off so that not every time I get hit it's getting destroyed more and more. And just utilize it when I need it. Oh, I wonder which armor I should put on. The diamond's gonna be the strongest armor, but I'm not experienced with riding horses in the game, so I don't know that I want to put that on and then like die with it and lose it. That would be a bit of a downer. I think it's interesting to see that Friday night isn't as hopping as Sunday. like mid-afternoon. I think some of that has to do with the fact that people got other things going on Friday night, but we're just here to chill. Oh, I think if you want to tame a horse, you do it with like apples. A quick Google will tell me. Because I don't quite remember where you find apples in the game. Oh, you can use wheat on them as well. I think will be the route that we go, because I've got a bunch of bales of hay. Excuse me. Cool. Okay. So grab up some of this wheat. Here, break it down a bit. That really should be more than enough. And we'll go find... It's raining! I mean, there's the horses right here, but since they're in a pen, I'll just leave them be. And I'll look for ones that aren't in a pen already. I think there were some over here. See what we get. That's not a horse. That's a sheep. Fantastic commentary, animal identification. Like nearly falling in this ravine multiple times over. There's a horse. Oh, that's a tiny horse. Fortunately. Well, let me see. Can we give it enough wheat? Does it grow? That'd be interesting. The horse is getting bigger. I don't think I have enough wheat for this right now. Put a saddle on it. Oh. It's following me now. I don't think I can just feed it. Oh, I can feed it a whole hay bale. Alright, let's do that. Do that. Just doing whatever it wants, apparently. Oh, it's tamed. Put a saddle on it? Yeah. Nope. What about armor? I have no idea how to direct this horse. That's not it. Oh, here we go. We can put the saddle on. And the armor. How can we? Yeah, there we go. Sweet. And if I go off to the side, can I? Okay, so I won't hit the horse if I, like, am pretty much pointed at it, which is good to know. Alright. Now we're moving. It's moving. Just gotta make sure we don't run the horse off any ledges. I might be able to repetitively break my ankles. I don't think the horse will appreciate the same. This is so much more convenient. So much faster. Is this the dude that wanted to trade? I'm giving you emeralds for sand. Bogus. Absolutely bogus. Does it auto jump up ledges? Yeah, it does. Well, at that height anyway. Now that we move faster, we can get lost faster. That's what it's all about. You can run way to the opposite side of the map and have no idea where we are. Okay. Yeah, so down in the bottom corner I can see that we're southeast of the map's working like I wanted it to. Alright, all the goals for tonight's stream have been accomplished. We've got a horse, we've got a dock, we built out the house, a lower level, some place to store some stuff. So that's good. Everything from here is just bonus. Does anyone have any ideas of stuff that would be good to accomplish? Open to suggestions. We could do some world exploration now that we've done all the stuff at the home base that we wanted to do. It might be a little more interesting considering we've been in pretty much the same area the whole game today. I'm open to ideas. Y'all just let me know. That horse can jump. Dang. Alright, how do I dismount? I guess you just can't. There's no dismounting. Ah, it's like the sneak button. Yeah, it says tap sneak to dismount. If I were one to read directions, that would have been simpler. Got an Enderman popping around right now. Hey. Oh. Can you fit in? Barely. Alright, so we're gonna end up having to build some form of why can I not think of the word? I was gonna say pen. Some kind of pen to put the horse in, but oh. Got a horse, got a dock. Built out the house a bit. Could do some more expansion down here. Suppose that's optional. Let's store up some hay bales for the horse. Give it a little bit more space to move around. Suppose I could still try to grab some fish and get a cat, and then we'll have like almost every friendly creature in the game with us. Well, those are not stacked well. Try that again. Build it against the wall. There we go. Okay. see about making some lanterns to put up in place of all these torches. Definitely not an essential thing to do, but it would look nicer. Lantern. Ingots. I think I got plenty of those. Torches. Somewhere. Nuggets, rather. Do lanterns have to be like on the ground or mounted on something? How does this work? Can't just put it on the wall. Ah, they have to go on the roof. It's different. Or the floor, I suppose. Bonk into that lantern every time. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. Put the torches back up in the hallway. Probably the best way to do it. If anyone's hanging around, taking ideas in the chat about what to do next, we've accomplished all the goals for the stream today, as far as making a dock, building out the lower level of the house so that we'd have easier access to some of the routes that we're usually running. And we've tamed a horse, we've put some diamond armor and a saddle on it. So at this point, I'm open to taking suggestions of what people would like to see next. If it's, you know, more building out of the house or exploring around the map a bit now that we've had the boat set up, or even jumping into the Nether since we've got a portal right on down the peninsula. But I'll leave it up to viewer discretion. what y'all would like to see. Until then, I'll just keep working on the house. Y'all let me know. Halfway convinced to pick up Minecraft. Unfortunately, I've got to take care of the rest of the night, but I'll try to see if I can. Yeah, much appreciated. I'm glad you stopped in. Like I said, we just had a chill time today, so maybe nothing too exciting going on. But as I say, if people even just turn this on to relax, go to sleep, whatever, I take it as a compliment. If something's soothing, I think that's the positive spin on boring. You can. Do you want me to put together a fishing rod, catch some of these? Actually, you know what, dude? Awesome suggestion. That's exactly what we're gonna do. Because I've got to get, you can, and it's so funny. Let me see what I need to make one. Stick and 3 sticks, 2 strings. Let me find 2 strings. The golden scale. Alright. Strings over in this one. I had some string. And this, do I have string? If I don't have string, I can go get it. It just won't be, it won't take forever, but it's just not gonna be as fast. Alright, let me see if I got a sword chilling somewhere in here. Alright, I'm gonna make a sword real quick, and then I'll run off and kill a handful of spiders. That'll get me the string. And then I will make a fishing rod. Thanks for popping in. That's a solid idea. So I'm gonna make this back into one. Alright, we don't have quite enough. Well, we'll just go hit everyone with a pickaxe. That'll do fine. Sounded relaxing. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a good time. Yeah, we're gonna avoid that creeper there. But I'm gonna go ahead and get that fish per suggestion. It's a good thing to do right now. But if you gotta head out, like I said, thanks for popping in, man. I appreciate the support, and if you have the time on Sunday, you know, that'd be awesome as well. But yeah, take it easy, man. Work was so dead you were racing paper airplanes down the hallway. I mean, I guess that's better than the place being packed and having to tell people that they can't come in with the current restrictions. I mean, did you at least have a paper airplane that won the race? Did you just get back home 6 lives? Spider, spider, spider. Rocking everywhere. So we're looking for a spider so we can get some string so we can make a fishing rod. We'll need to get 2 string and I have none. My Day gave that good suggestion before he peaced out for the evening. So we've got a little pond just outside the base. If we get those, there's some cat wandering around the village. We can go ahead and tame it if we get a handful of raw fish, I think. I'm getting all turned around, am I? I thought this is a different village, or this is... I think this is a different... Yeah, this is a different village. And it's so nearby. This one's actually got people. Because mine doesn't anymore. Womp. Paper for emeralds? Heck no. But emeralds in a book for Thorns 3? Oh. Not the best. Sounds like we got some zombies under here or something. Hearing mob sounds. Six Lives. If you didn't hear me earlier, did your did your paper airplane at least win any of those flights down the hallway? Oh, broken ankles. Alright, so we're gonna stay out this evening so that when spiders spawn in, we can kill a couple of them and get our hands on some strings. I mean, there's a ton of zombies and skeletons, but those aren't what I'm looking for. They killed a sheep. They just left the mutton behind. So wasteful. What? I thought I saw some weird mob. There's like so many skeletons and zombies around this village. All I need is a spider. Don't shoot. Don't shoot. All of the rounds? Yeah. I think it's lagging on my side too. The computer is having a bit of issues. I think we might not do as long of a stream this evening just because there seem to be some seems like maybe there's some computer issues going on my side. I think my computer's tired after a long week of work. It's been doing a lot of programming this week. I think it needs a little bit of a break. I haven't had it turned off for too long. Probably ought to go ahead and play with the settings as well before the next time. Because it really does seem like this time's having more issues even though I haven't changed what softwares I'm running. Alright, so we got way more than enough string now. Head back over to the village. jump in the water, go under the water, and suck on something. I don't know what the deal is. Swim. And we'll do a little bit of fishing on the lake off the house. Not today, Creeper. Not today. It's like all the fish are gone at night. They come out during the day or something. I don't know if they like despawn overnight. Make a fishing pole. Just one. Put the string in here. Alright, gonna do a little bit of fishing. Six lives left. Bing Cortana, Commander Root, Crunchip Chip, Daimyo, Electrical Longboard, El Hinrin, F2 Payer, Joint Effort, Lodash Thicker, and Young Surge. Cool. Got some people hanging around. Okay, well, maybe that's where the villagers are going. They're turning into zombies. Not ideal. Is that just a bottle of water or something? Water bottle. Not really what I was looking for. Oh, we got a fish. Got him. Let's go pick up those experience. Yeah, Nemo shouldn't go off the reef today. We're just pulling in all the fish. And I guess you could do this anywhere. I thought it might have to be somewhere where you see fish, but did I just get an enchanting book from fishing? I'm gonna keep doing this for a while if that's the case. Rack up enchantment books. What did I get? Whoa! Okay, yeah. We're gonna keep fishing for a while because apparently you can rack up some awesome gear. I don't know what Depth Strider does, but I think Aqua Affinity is probably movement in water. Quick Charge might be for like charging up a hit. Power, maybe also like damage. Could be totally wrong, but if we can get stuff like that, we're gonna keep fishing for a little bit. And apparently it's getting us a bunch of experience as well, so. Glad Myceridae threw this idea out before he pieced. Tons of fish. Is that like a lily pad? So I think this week, you know, we just have a nice chill stream, but I think the next time on Sunday when we get back on here, we'll probably use that one for adventure. So if I'm brainstorming ideas of things to do on Sunday when we have some people on, I think it might be interesting to go to the Nether, hop over there, see about gathering some stuff. I mean, it's all going to depend on where we spawn into the Nether, what's accessible, because I don't know if I want to spend the entire stream just wandering around the Nether, or just initially setting up on that side. We might do a little bit more overworld exploration now that we've got a boat off of that dock over there. We've got a map, so we can always find our way back over here. So we just fished up an enchanted fishing rod. And that feels like cheating. Unbreaking. It's a curse of vanishing? So, it's like what? It'll never break, but after you use it a little while, it's gonna go away? That's a little silly. Like, the thing would never naturally break on you, but it will just randomly leave your inventory. Oh, cool. Yeah, I did see that 6 lives. Well, I appreciate him dropping in. I always appreciate a good Naruto username, so if he's a fan of that stuff, then I'm sure he's chill. And I had seen that Little Zaros had a friend pop in our Discord channel as well, so we got some people stopping by. When I can confidently run around the map at fast speeds without worry that my computer's gonna lag in the stream, probably get a little more interesting gameplay. And I might be able to transfer over all my save files from this computer to the new computer when I build it. We can just pick up with stuff. tripwire hook. It's an interesting thing to fish up. And I think cats actually scare away creepers if they're hanging around you. So if this cat's still stuck here, and it is, beautiful. Let me go ahead and tame this cat. Or try to. Yeah. Cat's tamed. Can you get out now? Yeah, cool. Hey, Piggy. Be free, Piggy. I don't care. We'll let you go. Free of this mortal coil. Now that I got rid of that, I could actually build this out a little bit further. Have a stable for the horse. That'd be neat to do. It's crazy you can't jump over a fence. I didn't mean to fish it. Oh, goodness. Alright. Don't use a fishing rod on your pet dog. Can you fish at night? Guess not. Interesting. Alright, all the animals are in the house. Cool. Got more junk items here. I'll just stay upstairs. As long as I don't like teleport out of here. Oh, is it like going down over time? It's weird. Just gonna break on me. That might be what the curse of vanishing is. Bunch of fish. I think instead of trying to get like steak, you probably just farm cod. Apparently it's easy to do. We'll put the puffer fish over here. Oh. I think the puffer fish does weird stuff or something. So maybe we'll have some utility for the puffer fish later on. I don't know. Oh, it looks like Naruto's on right now. Well, welcome into the video. Glad to have you here. Got an achievement for cooking fish. I don't think that's that big of a deal. But apparently Microsoft wants me to feel rewarded so that I keep playing. What they don't know is I was going to keep playing anyway. The cod are almost done, and then I'll throw on the tropical fish and the pork chop and the salmon. Get all those cooked. Alright, I gotta think about what I can do with all the space down there, because right now it's just not useful. All the animals are following me everywhere. Let's close that. I mean, it was a very slow-paced stream tonight, because everything we've been doing hasn't been too exciting, but I look back on it and all the stuff that we've got done, and we built all this up here, we tamed the horse, we put diamond armor on it and a saddle, we got a cat, we did some fishing, we built this entire pathway, we built this lower level. Oh, you're gonna take the bed? That's what cats do. You're just gonna lay on the bed? Alright. My cat would do the same, I suppose. We built a dock with a boat. So, all told, even if it's felt like a slow stream, we've done a lot of stuff tonight. Apparently tropical fish don't cook. Fun fact. Can't cook a Nemo. Maybe you have to smoke them. I know there's smokers you can make. Let's see if I can pull up a recipe for that. Smoker. Like cobblestone, wood, furnace. Yeah, let's make a smoker. See what it does. Cobble. Wood. Does it specifically have to be oak? Oh, and it's logs, not planks. Just all the animals are jumping on the bed. Okay, yeah. Make a furnace. Now we'll make a smoker. And we'll see if that'll cook up the tropical fish. I don't know if you have to put different stuff in aside from coal. Like, you have to cook with wood. You just can't cook tropical fish. I don't know. We'll figure it out at some point. But we have a bunch of food stockpiled now. So I think Sunday is going to be the adventure stream. Today was the setup stream. We don't have many people come by on Fridays. And then Sunday we will do a bunch of adventuring. I think that'll be good. There's another dog. Another dog's on the bed. Up here. Oh. Maybe it'll follow me. No? Okay. Make them all sit. I'll stay still. I'm gonna go out on the water. Let's do a little bit of exploring. So much faster. Let me take the map out of my hand. I'll put that back on if I need it later. So I already explored down there. There was some treasure. I wonder if we swim around if we'll see any other sunken stuff. There was like some treasure on that land, and then not too far over in that distance there was a sunken ship that we found. I want to see if I can find any underwater structures and grab up some stuff. It looks like this is a coral reef. The pickles are all shining. I guess they're sea pickles is what they call them. It's nifty that moving in... What is it, piranha? No? Just some school of fish. I'm like worried there are going to be some flying piranhas or something pop up in Minecraft. I don't know what all's changed since I've been on. Can you fish from a boat? Nice. Do you catch something different if we fish over here? Oh, right. I don't think we can fish until it's daytime. It looks like over there there's a ruin or something. Pop down, see if we see anything in there. Hopefully we don't die underwater tonight. That'd be a not cool way to finish the stream off. I think I may have already explored this too. It's like a drowned kid. That's unfortunate. And I don't want him to kill me either. So there's a chest in there with a treasure map. Oh, not today, kid. Not today. Oh, the dolphin was helping me out. What a bro. Thanks, dolphins. I mean, I'm not trying to fish in the boat. What am I? Alright, yeah, let's see. Maybe I can race over to wherever this treasure map is directing us. This direction. It's like way somewhere else on the land though. And let's see if we can get to it. Yeah, alright, treasure. We're headed towards it. Over by a spruce forest. Alright. See what we get. Looks like it's gonna be right here along the coast. Yeah. Alright. See what we find. That's not. Alright, stop placing torches. Hey, thanks for joining. Glad you had a little bit of time to pop in after work. Hope you sleep well. I know there's an hour difference between us. Take it easy. let the water in. That's a bummer. Actually, it might be over kind of this way. Apparently we let water in over there too. Really, it's not down under the cobblestone. I thought it was always in sand. Or like sandstone, in fact. Oh, there we go. Alright, let me throw some sand there and stop all this water flowing in. Then we should be good. Yeah, alright, that's the trick. Cool. Yep, there's the chest. Dam this up. Cool. Bottle o' enchanting. Quill and book. More chain. Nice. And we'll get the chest as well. Because they're useful to have. Nifty. Let's get rid of that treasure map, because now that we found it, that one's not going to be useful. I don't want to just carry it around and then think, oh, did I go to that spot or no? Scan and see if we see any more underwater ruins anywhere. I think it's easier to see them at night, because then if there's any lights or like magma blocks on them, they just stand out so much more. But when you're exploring around during the day, it all kind of gets lost to the blue of the underwater here. We're headed way northeast. That's quick enough to get back to base when we're in the boat, so no problem wandering around a bit here, especially now that we have the map. Got a underwater city. Is it another reef? Yeah, it looks like it's probably a reef. I think this is where I came over when I was absolutely lost. And now I'm not lost, but I think I already explored most of the stuff down there. I know there's a bunch of drowned, there's a bunch of coral. I don't think I found any chests, so it wasn't too interesting in that regard, but if I remember, there's like a desert temple or something over in this direction. So, kind of already been over here and did stuff. Now we know that this was way northeast of the base. Let me see if, if I turn the rendering chunks down, is that going to make the video any smoother? Brightness, HUD opacity, view. Maybe I can't change the chunks here. Yeah. See if we do like 12 chunks. Does that make it a little easier? Perhaps. Nah, well. Still looks like there's a little bit of lag going on from what I see. think there's a structure here. Hop down, explore that real quick. Hopefully this isn't the one that kills me. Like, why am I moving so slow? Oh, because I need to hold sprint. Okay, looks like there's an entrance over here. And this will be the optimal way to get in and out. I don't know what that is. Weird stone. But let's gather this, because I think that these lights are kind of rare. And then let's pop back up for a little more air. We'll come down. Ah, I pressed the wrong button. Alright, so let's pop up, get some air, come back down. We know that that light's there now, and we know that like looked like a mob symbol or something. I don't know. We'll figure out. Oh, there's a chest. Luck of the Sea? That one's not cursed with vanishing. We're on a roll. Takes like forever to mine out a chest when you're underwater though. And I don't know if doing it with something aside from a pickaxe would be any faster. Stop accidentally right-clicking and like getting rid of all the progress on mining. I don't know if that gathered or if it just broke. You might need like a silk touch for gathering that or something. That's the wrong button. Yep, we just broke it. Oh, it's a shame. Alright, let's see about gathering this. It's like some cool symbol. They're floating up. I don't know what that's all about. And if I could get the lights, then I'd hang around longer, but I think I can just gather purple glazed terracotta. Oh, that's cool. I would have not guessed it was just purple glazed terracotta from that pattern. Alright, maybe we'll see some lights underwater on the way back to the base. I think we're gonna head back toward the base and then put stuff in the chest and call it an evening for the stream. Nice and relaxing. We had some people hop on, chat. It was a good time. Found that there were a little bit of issues with the stream, but as I said, I'm going to be working on improving the stream, getting some commissioned art up on here for the avatar and the page banner, make it a more appealing welcome to the page when people stop by it. And then I'm going to work on building a PC here in the near future. So as far as having more cores to process the streaming, process games at the same time, hopefully all of this lag that's going on here will be a thing of the past. We won't have to worry about it in future streams. Definitely something that's an issue for now, but hopefully we'll get past it. See that OBS is giving me some notification that stream quality's good, apparently. Alright. I think it's alerting me that it's going in and out of being good, though. Could always change the output resolution to 540p. Yeah, and that might be what I do. Young Surge, do you think it's like lagging particularly more tonight than what would usually go on as someone who's viewed the past ones? Because I don't know from my side just how much it's lagging on the viewer side. But I get the sense that there's some more issues tonight than there have been. Yeah, that's a bummer. I thought I actually turned down the bit rate between uh, last time I streamed and this time, so I was thinking that might actually make things better. Yeah, I guess it's going in and out, and I don't know. Probably when I'm moving around really fast, I'm sure that doesn't help it with all the lag. I wish I could put a map marker on this, because I found the... Oh, goodness. I found the water temple. That just scared me. What the heck happened? What's that spoon? There's a spoon on my screen. I know there's like some underwater boss that's in there, and maybe like debuffed me. But maybe we come back over here later, so... I'm saying it now, so it'll be on the stream for my reference, but the underwater temple is pretty much due east of the base. So if we just head due east and then past this island, I'll get to the underwater temple. But I know that's not easy to take on, and I'll probably want better gear before I get back around to that. I know there's a bunch of gold and different blocks and stuff you can mine out, but treasure chest. There's some defender down there who like absolutely wrecks you if you're not good at underwater play. And I don't think that I'm quite ready for that, considering I don't really have upgraded gear. So we'll put that one on the back burner. We know that the water temple is east. And then eventually when we decide to make use of that knowledge, we'll remember it's there. Oh, I'm like cursed or something? I don't know how long that's gonna last. Hopefully not long. I don't even know what it's doing. I'll have to look that up after this. Like a spoon? Check it out later. I mean, I got this cool purple terracotta, so let's throw that in the base real quick. Oh, apparently I just can't mine blocks. Is that what it is? I wonder if I rest if that debuff will go away, or like how long that debuff is supposed to last. I think it's pretty clear that I got cursed there. It's still around. Bummer. Alright, we'll put some stuff in the chest, and then maybe the debuff will be gone, and then we'll throw the terracotta on that floor for a little bit of decoration. Nowhere near as bad as attempting to stream Forza. Do you feel like you've got that worked out? I haven't seen you try to stream it since then. I know that you did some quality adjustments, but I haven't seen you stream Forza. Do I just wait and hope that this debuff wears off? I'm gonna look it up. Oh, cool. But that was recording, not streaming, is what I understand. It's called Mining Fatigue 3 is apparently the debuff that they put on me. Monuments are dangerous for unprepared players, as they have many dangers including guardians, elder guardians, and many rooms that are easy to get lost in. There's 8 gold blocks in the core, you can get sponges, obtain sea lanterns and prismarine, which I've already got some of. Set up a guardian farm, which allows you to get even more prismarine, lanterns, and fish. So mining fatigue apparently lasts for 5 minutes. Checking for nearby players to afflict every 60 seconds. So if nearby players would buy me, it would apparently transfer the mining fatigue to them as well. Oof. Alright, well, I mean, I can kill 5 minutes here. And then wait to put the terracotta on the upper floor just so I'm not worried about it next time. No worries there. It's good to know, because I know that it's easy to like want to tear through those monuments, and when you do, alright, well, mining fatigue's already gone, so cool. To want to like quickly mine out the rare ores and just make your way out, but apparently if you get debuffed, like that's not going to be possible, so you actually have to beat the Guardians before you can do that. I'm going to try to arrange these like they were arranged before, because it looked really cool. Okay, you just have to... Nope. Yeah, so you have to kind of... Nope. Cool. Alright. Like I said, nothing crazy today on stream, but we made a lot of progress. It's going to make all the exploring and things much easier in the upcoming stream, so... You know, part of the process. We got pretty much all the goods we need, and you'll be able to jump back into the thick of it after this. And I'll come up with some more goals for Sunday. Like I said, maybe jump into the Nether, explore around a little bit more of the overworld. I mean, it'd be easy enough to take the horse around and see some stuff. And I think that'll be the goals, but I want to say thank you to everyone for joining tonight. Before we cut off stream here, 2 things. 1, tomorrow, when Young Surge goes live to play Super Smash Bros. Melee with a Logitech steering wheel, I hope people will tune in. So if you haven't already jumped over to his channel to give him a follow, definitely worth doing. He's a good friend. And beyond that, yeah, always glad to give the shout out. If we have some active viewers in chat, I would, you know, love to spread the love here and see about raiding. But while I go ahead and get this all saved and put out here, y'all give me a sense of what you're feeling. Do we want to do a raid? What's that? Respect. What was that? First map release. Young's 88 Wink. Are we feeling a raid? Looks like maybe we don't have people in. So if we're not gonna have viewers actually jumping over, I won't throw inactive viewers to another one. But I want to thank everyone for joining in tonight. Like I said, we'll be back on Sunday at 3 p.m. Central. I look forward to seeing anyone then. All right, y'all take it easy. Thanks for joining in. Later.